Oh, there you are, YouTube. Do subscribe if you're interested. Super Bowl is currently happening right now. I think we're in like the second half of it. Um, I'm not watching it, but I did watch some of the trailers. The Flash movie actually looks pretty good. Very worried about it still because Michael Keaton, I just, he's such a thing you want to hold on to because he did so well, and you don't want him to be in a bad movie because Batman and Batman Returns are so good. And I'm just like a little afraid that what if the movie's not good? I'm just glad that the trailer looked okay. There was some like special effects stuff that was a little worrisome, and it kind of seemed like Batman was capable of doing some things that I wouldn't think him to be capable of, but maybe his suit is advanced. Um, yeah, so I guess I I I like what I saw, but I'm a little worried for Michael Keaton's sake. Um, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. That trailer felt much more like an Indiana Jones movie than the previous trailer. The previous one felt a little too serious. This one just felt like, let's say we had 20 Indiana Jones movies. It felt like, all right, here's the next one. Let's go for it. Let's do it. Let's watch it. Where the other one kind of felt overly serious uh, for this film. But the Super Bowl spot, I think, was good and exciting and got me more hyped, I think, than the other one did. It got me hyped for it. Where the other one was just kind of like, oh, this is the last one. I like that this one was exciting, right? The adventure was all over it. So that was nice. And then I also watched the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer. Looks like it's going to be emotional. I hope it is still very fun because that's what I love about those two movies. They are probably my favorites of the MCU. At least the first Guardians of the Galaxy probably is, and then the second one could be in top five. But they are my favorite part of the Guardians of the or of the MCU. So therefore, I am looking forward to this, but I just still want it to be funny because that's why I like them, I guess. It's like the Ant-Man movie. I like that because it's funny. I like Thor Ragnarok because it's funny. I think I used to love when the superhero movies were more grounded and realistic and weren't funny, but I don't know, there's so many of them anymore, and now I think I want to also get laughs out of them, I guess. Is that what? I think that's my thoughts on it. I don't know. The Fast X trailer, at least I don't. This probably wasn't the Super Bowl spot because the one I saw felt like it was a million years long. It was like 4 minutes or something, and I just can't keep those movies together anymore. Like after five, they all blend together for me, and this one looks like it's returning to five. Like it's almost feels more like a sequel to five because Jason Momoa is in it, and it looks like Jason Momoa was set to inherit the money that was heisted, like from his father or something, or maybe it was his uncle. I don't know, but it looks like they did some like retcon type stuff. I don't know. Is that really retcon? They like added to the story stuff that we didn't know existed, and that's actually a big pet peeve of mine. I don't like when movies do that. Biggest example is The Lost World Part 2. Was that Fallen Kingdom? Excuse me, just had a giant burger and like garlic parmesan fries and a huge shake. Indigestion. But yeah, in that Lost World 2, they tried to act like John Hammond had a partner the whole time and blah 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 blah, and it was like, no, 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 get him out of here. Get him out of here. He was not John Hammond's partner. You just included him. Maybe he was in the book, I don't know, but he wasn't in the movies. So get him out of here and don't act like he had a partner. And that's kind of what this one's doing. It's like I didn't see Jason Momoa standing next to that bank vault as it was getting stolen, but here in this movie it looks like he's standing right next to it. And plus, weren't we doing something with John Cena? Where's it's just weird because it's like we've introduced so many different characters to this franchise that I don't even like Charlize Theron when she popped up. I was like, oh yeah, she's in this. Then I saw Brie Larson, and I was like, she's new, and I don't know. I still love going to see these movies, but like I have a lot of fun. Me and my wife, we go to them, you know, excited with the rumble seats. We try and sit in the rumble seats, and it's good in the moment. Usually, I don't even think I liked nine, but they're fun in the moment. But then now, I don't know what happened. Like I'm seeing all these people return, and I'm like, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. If it's 1 through 5, I know who they are. But otherwise, I don't know. I don't know. Isn't Kurt Russell in these movies? Where's he at? Was he? Maybe he was in the trailer. I don't know. And then I don't know. Are those all the trailers? I think there were more. Mario. I think Mario is exciting. I'm actually pretty pretty excited for that one. Maybe the first movie we take the kids to see. Maybe. Um, well, they watched How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the 70s thing, but that was like a holiday special event sort of thing. It wasn't like going to the cinemas. So we will do that, and it might be that movie. I don't know. We'll see how they feel about it. But I don't know. Is that it? I think that was all of them. The Flash actually looks good, and I'm thankful for that. The Fast franchise has just gotten to a point to where I don't even know where we're at, even though I've seen every single one. And Indiana Jones looks exciting here. I just thought that trailer was so good and was very needed because the other one just felt self-important or something. And this one was just like, we're back, we're having fun. We are having fun. And that was cool. So, what other trailers are there? I'm sure I missed some, but I don't know. A lot of them came out early too, so that's how I watched some of them. Maybe I didn't watch like the Super Bowl spot version, but I don't know. Like the Fast 10 one was like 100 minutes long. It was just the whole movie. Rita Moreno's in it though. That's awesome. Also, the Queen, Helen Mirren's in it. Which one was she in? Who's she? Jason Statham's mom? Jason Statham seems to be in this. Everybody but The Rock is in this. Everyone except The Rock is in this. But anyway, what did you think of these trailers? Or which ones are you most excited for? For me right now, it's The Flash and it's Indiana Jones, and I have to say that the trailer for Guardians actually dropped that one down, because just those titles, Guardians was #1, but now that trailer didn't do much for me, and it maybe looks, I don't know, but whatever happened in that trailer, I don't know why, but it put that one lower. It moved it to 3. So it's probably that, then Flash, then Indy, but now it's Flash, Indy, Guardians, and then the rest all come together. I'm not even excited to watch Fast 10, but I'm gonna see it. I'll be excited day of, but I almost feel like it's gonna be a chore to watch. The previous one felt like a chore. I can't remember what my review was on it at the time, but looking back, it feels to me it feels like a chore thinking about seeing more of those movies, which I can't believe I'm sounding so negative on them, because I'm usually, propping those movies up. Anyway, I keep rambling. What are your favorite Super Bowl trailers? Which one should I watch? I think I watched all of them. Oh, Air. That was another one. Air, the new Batman, the Ben Affleck movie. He and Matt Damon. Matt Damon's name just doesn't always come to mind for some reason. Making Nike. They run Nike or something, and they're like floundering and they need help, and they're like, Michael Jordan, this guy can make our company. He can make our company. So it's them like recruiting Michael Jordan to like develop a shoe line around him and everything. So that looks pretty good. I think some of the costumes look like costumes, which I don't like, but what are you gonna do? I just think they need to look a little more lived in, maybe. I don't know. Was that it? I think I've listed them all. Anyway, I'm like frustrated with myself. I should have made a list. I should have made a list of everything I watched. I'm sure I'm forgetting a lot of them. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Talk about those trailers with me in the comments below. I want to know everybody's thoughts. I want to know where people are on this Indiana Jones. I'm curious about that. And The Flash, just because it looks like a good DC movie to me, but who knows? And it looks like this is the step towards James Gunn's. And also, does Supergirl have brown hair right now? Is that where she's at in the comics? Here's what you know what? I keep thinking I'm about done, but here I'm not. Let's go back to The Flash. At the end of that trailer, it advertised the comic books. It was like, go back or read where the stories all began, and then it's promoting the comic books, which I think is great that DC and James Gunn is trying to do that, because James Gunn, I've seen like tweeting just comic book after comic book after comic book, and I think that is fantastic, because I feel like Marvel acts like their comics don't even exist anymore, and I think that's really sad. And I think DC's doing the right thing here, where it's like, okay, we are going to promote where this all started and get people reading again, because without the comics, we don't exist. We have to have both to help generate these stories. And also, if you got people reading comics and watching movies and doing all of that, it's like a more immersive experience in multiple ways, and it just keeps reading alive. I'm not much of a reader, but I think reading is good. Everything I read is on my phone, but I think you can even download these comics and read them digitally. But I thought that was really great, that comic books are going to become an important force in the DC strategy right now, because I feel like Marvel does not do anything with them. From a movie fan's perspective, it's like the comics don't even exist with Marvel. Like, I just don't know anything about them. I don't see anything about them. I feel like they're not promoted at all. If you're in that world, I'm sure they are. But as an outsider, Marvel Comics might as well not exist. But I loved seeing that in the DC Flash trailer, that they promoted those comics. I don't know if it was that way for the Super Bowl spot, but it was that way online, where they were like, here, read the comics. I think they're reprinting a lot of these old runs so that people can have a footing for where things might go, and just regenerate interest in these heroes in a different medium, the original medium. And I think that's fantastic. Anyway, I've talked enough. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, let's talk in the comments. Who won the Super Bowl? I don't know. I think it's actually still going on right now. I think the Eagles are up. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.